Hey guys, welcome back to my reseller YouTube channel. My name's Joelle and I sell part-time on platforms like Poshmark, Mercari, Instagram, and now eBay. If you've watched my channel before, you might know that I do post a lot of thrift hauls. I love recording thrift hauls and I love watching other people's just to see what finds they have and discover new brands. But it always leaves me wondering what items of those hauls actually sell. So today I'm going to go over one of my thrift haul videos and it is linked below. And I'm going to go over what items have sold on Poshmark from this haul, what items haven't sold quite yet, and out of the items that I specifically bought to sell at Plato's Closet, how many items did they actually take? So there were 16 items in this haul and we're just gonna get right into what items have sold on Poshmark. This first item that sold from this specific thrift haul was a Burberry Brit men's button-down shirt. Might be hard to believe, but my cost of goods for this shirt was just $3. This was a Black Friday thrift haul and everything in the thrift store was 50% off. My mom actually found this. I was so proud of her and I was able to authenticate it pretty quick based off of just a YouTube video. And it sat in my death pile for a couple of months, but I finally decided to get it listed and it sold within 2 days of listing. So I sent a 10% off offer with discounted shipping. It was originally listed for $125, so this offer was $112. The buyer accepted the offer immediately, and after all those fees and cost of goods, I profited $85.10. So this was a huge sale for me. This next sale was another men's item, and I do not sell a lot of men's clothing. Honestly, these two pieces are the majority of the men's sales that I've had so far on Poshmark. But I sold this Mountain Khakis men's jacket. Mountain Khakis was a new to me brand, but I do always look up comps on kind of those outdoorsy brands that would be sold at a store like Moose Jaw. I just think that outdoors brands tend to retail for quite a bit, and this kind of reminded me of a Patagonia jacket, so I figured it would be something special. I had this jacket listed for $75 and it had been listed since this Black Friday thrift haul, so it had been in my closet for a few months, kind of to the point where I was ready to just flip it and move on for whatever price. So I ended up sending out this 10% off offer and the buyer ended up countering $50. I think my favorite part about counter offers is that you do not have to apply that shipping discount, so I ended up accepting that immediately because my net profit was going to be $40. But my cost of goods for this jacket was $5. Honestly, I would have spent the $10 on it too had it not been 50% off. And after Poshmark's 20% fee and that $5, I profited a total of $35 on this jacket. So it's a little frustrating, but those are the only two sales that I've had on Poshmark. Now I did sell a lot of these pieces out of the 16 items at Plato's Closet, but I also want to let you all know that there are a lot of items that I probably wouldn't pick up again. I want my channel to be a learning resource for you all as fellow resellers, and sometimes that means learning from my mistakes so you don't have to make them yourself. So I am just going to talk about some brands that I definitely would not pick up again unless I found a great deal. So we have a lot of shoes in here that haven't sold, but my first one is this pair of Asics sneakers. So I will put that style down below, but Asics has been a brand I've been really familiar with before I became a reseller. I know that it does retail for quite a bit. I want to say these specific shoes retail for around $120, but I kind of had the mentality going in, kind of like I did with that Mountain Khakis jacket. I figured Asics is a well-known, durable shoe that you could use for walking, running, really any type of performance activity. So I figured I could get maybe around $25 to $40 for these. It'd be a great bread and butter sale. Well, I have had these listed for $40 on Poshmark since Black Friday, and they have gotten maybe 2 or 3 likes, no offers at all, really just no good attention. Thankfully, I have gotten over my irrational fear of eBay and I am listing these up for auction starting at $15 because I am really just ready to move these shoes. I'm pretty sure my cost of goods for these were $4. So I am just hoping that it will be a better and more successful sale on eBay because Poshmark has just not brought any attention to these shoes. Another brand I probably wouldn't pick up is Rika. I had these sneakers that I also purchased for $4. I picked them up because they were a size 10.5 and they were in almost like new condition. So I figured that it could be a really quick flip because those bigger shoe sizes sell really well. These shoes have gotten less attention than the Asics. I haven't gotten a single like on them. And I have great keywords straight from sold listings and from the direct website, but still no bites whatsoever. So I did finally relist these. I realized that I hadn't relisted them yet. They are listed now for $40. I will probably send out an automatic 20% off rather than 10% just to try to get a quick sale as I originally intended to. But if I came across these shoes in the wild again, I probably would not pick them up. I also have two Lucky Brand shoes, and I will always advocate for Lucky Brand. I've made some great sales with this specific brand. For some reason, these two pairs of shoes just haven't moved despite all of the likes that they have had. So first, I have these Lucky Brand platform sandals. I did actually relist them today as I am recording this video, but these were sandals that had over 10 likes on them, and again, just no offers. I do think they're a cute enough style that I might be posting them on my Instagram soon, which is also Closet by Joelle and linked below. The perk about selling on Instagram is that there's no fees associated, so I will probably just start the bid at $6 to $7 because I only spent $3 on these shoes. Honestly, at this point, I am just trying to get a quick flip for these. No matter what my profit is, I just hope I can get a couple dollars for them. I also have these Lucky Brand Wedge sandals. I relisted them today, like the other sandals, for $35. And again, these had so many likes on them. For both of these sandals, I dropped the prices for closet clear out day. I was sending out drastic offers and just got no attention at all after sending those offers. It's kind of frustrating because, like I said, I do enjoy selling Lucky Brand, especially their shoes. I don't know what it is about these sandals, but even though they sold, I would still pick up Lucky Brand if I saw them at a thrift store. Okay, another pair of shoes that hasn't sold. I honestly am not super surprised because it is a pretty high asking price that I have for these shoes, but I have not sold these Jordan 1s. So I will also include the style name in the color below so you all can get better context about these shoes. I have these listed for $225 on Poshmark, which might seem a little high, but this specific style and color has great comps up to around $300. These shoes had around 25 likes before I relisted them, and they had no offers at all. I gave it one last try, and I actually dropped the price down to $175 on a closet clear out day. I sent out messages to those likers saying that they could get this deal for the next 6 hours only, and I was hoping that I could make a sale, but I did not. So I decided to relist these, and I actually listed these on eBay. I put them up for auction and I started the bid at $140 because I realized that even though I could get more for these, I would rather just get a good sale, and really anything over $100 for these shoes is a good sale for me. And my boyfriend has researched comps for just a lot of Jordans in general that do retail for quite a bit, and I've kind of learned that there are some platforms that just sell those shoes a lot better. eBay is one of them. Poshmark can kind of be hit or miss, and Mercari is actually one of those platforms that I would not recommend selling Jordans on. Honestly, I haven't seen a lot of comps above $150 for them. So if you are looking to sell Jordans, I would recommend eBay, or if you're acquainted with apps like StockX or GOAT, that is probably your best bet. I just haven't gotten into apps like that. All right, one more pair of shoes that hasn't sold quite yet, and it is a pair of ABO running shoes. So ABO is a great, reliable comfort shoe brand. These shoes retail for about $160. And I was expecting to get some pretty good profit on these shoes, but like those Rika Sneakers, they have gotten 0 likes on them. Like all these other shoes, I finally decided to relist them today. Honestly, I had kind of forgotten that they were in my closet because they had gotten no attention. And I have these listed for $65, but because I only spent $4 on them, I am willing to go a lot lower. And like those A6 sneakers, I will probably list these on eBay as an auction, probably starting the price at around $15 to $20 just so that I could move them out of my closet. Okay, 3 clothing items that have not sold. One was this Zara knit sweater. I bought this to sell at Plato's Closet, and they surprisingly haven't taken it. I have a lot of experience selling at Plato's Closet, and I know that they love mall brands and a lot of teen or young woman brands. Brands like Abercrombie, American Eagle, Zara, Forever 21, lots of those generic mall brands sell really well there, and they're always looking for their pieces. And I thought that this was a great basic. It was in excellent condition with no noticeable flaws. For some reason, they just haven't accepted it. So I finally decided to list this on Mercari, Poshmark, and Curtsy. And if they do not sell on those platforms within the next couple months, I will probably list it on Instagram and start that bid at around $3 to $4 because I did only spend $2 on this shirt. But if you are looking to pick up Zara to sell on Poshmark, I would not recommend selling tops. Like I said, this was intended to sell at Plato's Closet. If I saw this at a thrift store, I would not purchase it to sell on a platform like Poshmark because that profit margin after the Poshmark fees and cost of goods just wouldn't be the best. And tops in general like this just don't move very fast. They're very oversaturated on platforms like Poshmark. I also have this vest. The brand is Falconeri. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it was a brand that I'd never heard of. And it's not a recognized brand on Poshmark, but it does retail for quite a bit. I want to say that this vest retails for almost $200. $5, and the vest only cost me $3. So I figured that it would be worth it just to pick up. I listed it on Poshmark, and I didn't put a lot of effort into listing it just because the brand was not recognizable. Honestly, I really just need to go back and revise that listing, maybe take some different photographs, and I might check platforms like The RealReal or ThredUp just to see if they accept that brand, because it might just be worth it to send it in there and get a quick flip for it. Okay, the final item that hasn't sold, like I said, there were a lot, and so I hope that you all have learned about some brands that you maybe shouldn't pick up or some categories, but I have this vintage London Fog jacket. Now, I do have high hopes for this jacket. I originally had it listed on my Instagram page. That's what I bought it for. And this jacket was a part of one of my first ever drops. So if you know anything about selling on Instagram, you know that it does take a lot of time and energy to get your account started up and getting those frequent sales. So it did not sell on Instagram, and this sat in my closet for months after that. I finally ended up listing it on Depop and on Poshmark just about a week ago. I believe it has a couple of likes on Depop, and like I said, I do have high hopes for this jacket. It's a great style. I've used keywords like vintage and grandpa jacket, and I did model this jacket, which I do think has its benefits when you are listing on an online platform. Okay, before we get into what sold at Plato's Closet, I have a little favor to ask you all, and that is if you do like my reseller content, including these types of what sold videos, I also have ThredUp unboxings, general tips and tricks for selling online on platforms like Poshmark, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on so you don't miss a video. And as always, I appreciate the channel support from all of my subscribers and viewers. All right, so besides that Zara sweater, I had 4 other items that I specifically bought to sell at Plato's Closet. All 4 of these items sold on my first attempt at selling them at Plato's Closet after Black Friday, so I got that quick flip that I was looking for. First up, I sold these Shade and Short sandals. One thing that I have discovered from selling shoes at Plato's Closet is that if your shoes are in good condition, they will most likely take them. I have had nice sneakers from Nike and Adidas that I've tried to sell, but because they had a lot of dirt on the soles or a little bit of wear and tear to them, they will reject them. But I have also brought in a lot of lower end shoes that were in almost perfect condition that they have accepted immediately. So a great example would be Time and True. It is a Walmart brand and does not retail for a lot, but I see a lot of those shoes at Plato's Closet, especially when they're new with tags or in excellent condition. So for these Shade and Short sandals, they do not retail for a lot, but they were in like new condition. And I brought these in November and they still accepted them. So Plato's Closet is typically a seasonal store. They typically stop taking summer clothes around September and they'll start taking them again in February. But because these shoes were in perfect condition, they went ahead and took them right in the middle of that fall to winter transition. I also have this Project Runway sweater. I had never heard of the brand, and it is just a brand that doesn't retail for a lot, but it was a crushed velvet material and a great winter staple piece, and so I figured that they would take that in a heartbeat. I'm sorry that I don't have any photos. I wish I could show you. I might try to include some screenshots from the original thrift haul video, but this ended up being a great quick sale. I also sold this CNC tee. I normally would not pick this up to sell at Plato's Closet, but it was new with tags and I knew that they would be attracted to that. Like those sandals, this was by no means a fall or winter piece, but again, because it was in new condition, even new with tags, that was most likely the driving force as to why they accepted this shirt. Finally, I have just a blue Nike jacket. I actually sold the same jacket, but in gray on Poshmark, and it was an overnight sale, which was very shocking because Nike is one of those brands that is oversaturated on online platforms. Because of that, I figured that I would rather just take the short amount of time and take it to Plato's Closet rather than taking the time to photograph and look up comps and continue sharing this item until it's sold on Poshmark. So this proved to be effective. If you have any type of Nike running shorts, workout tank tops, really just anything from the brand, I would always recommend taking it to Plato's Closet because they're always looking for activewear. All right, we have now gone over what items have sold from Poshmark, what items have not quite sold yet, and what sold at Plato's Closet. Looking at numbers, this thrift haul has not been too successful yet because I do have so many shoes that still haven't sold yet. But looking at the 2 items that have sold, I've made a profit of $120.10, which is a huge success for me. I also want to emphasize that back when I did record that thrift haul from Black Friday, I was not too acquainted with selling on other platforms. Poshmark was really the only online platform I was selling on, and everything else was going straight to Plato's Closet. So now that I am acquainted with more platforms like Mercari, eBay, Curtsy, and Depop. I am confident that all of these shoes will sell within the next couple of months on one of these platforms. So like I said, there were 16 items in this thrift haul. I do have the original thrift haul video linked below, and I actually ended up keeping one of the items from this haul. So that is always a win for me. But as always, thank you all so much for watching this video. This was a newer idea that I've never tried before about going over a specific thrift haul to see what sold. So if you do like this type of video, I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments if you want to see more. But thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all for the next video.